Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for another episode of What Are the Criminals Up To Now? And this time it is stickers. We got sticker versions of the real Terastal Festival Eeveelutions. They're coming out, they're coming in. We've seen this before on the channel. We'll go through all of the details here, what to look out for, how you should be shopping for this, how you should protect yourself if you're shopping for this stuff. You got to be diligent regardless. I'm going to show you where I would recommend you shop for this stuff. Point you in the right direction, but always be overly careful when you're purchasing this stuff, and for your own sake. As I've been preaching on the channel here, you gotta make sure that you're putting everything in place. Do as many things as you possibly can to make sure you don't end up on the end of a scam. Now you also gotta take a step back because the market is absolutely crazy right now. You gotta be real careful with that if you plan on holding on to this stuff. If you're playing the hot potato. You're taking a risk. But if you just want to stick these bad boys in your collection, you got to be careful with that too. Anything that spikes is bound to bop on down, come on down, retrace on down. It might not go back to where it originally was. But as we've seen in the past, anything that spiked during the pandemic, boy, did it crash. We had the Japanese stuff especially. I don't know if it looks like we're getting back into a Japanese hype dogger market. I don't know if it seems like it's just a symptom of people can't get English. They move on to the next thing, the Japanese counterpart, and then everything kind of explodes. Because if the West wants the Japanese cards, the market in the West, a lot of stuff that can pile in on the Japanese market, and all of a sudden it goes. And you know what happens. People want it. It's more expensive. I can't get it. I want it even more. So here we have an example. I usually tell people to check the peek hole on the back of, at least on English cards. You can check the back, check the front. Make sure you don't have anything weird going on. Get yourself a jeweler's loop for a few bucks. I think the link is in the description. If you're looking at one, it doesn't need to be fancy. 30x jeweler's loop, a few bucks. They used to be only like $2. I think they're like $4 now. Inflation. Am I right? All right. So what we're seeing here is a sticker on top of a real card. So yes, you need to see the front, the back, and yes, if you can see good pictures of this is a picture of someone holding it up after they got scammed. So yes, their pictures are all of a sudden going to be better than those of the seller. If you don't get good pictures, it's not worth it. It's too good to be true. The price is too good to be true. Be careful. Just know that these exist. Know that fakes exist. Know that people are going to print them off. Know that people are going to maybe send you the wrong card. And depending on what you're doing, how you're purchasing, you might not be protected. Make sure you're protected. Be protected. All right, here we have it. Nino on the X saying, I bought this Blackie EX. And yes, Blackie is the Japanese name for Umbreon SAR on Mercari about a week ago for 37,000 yen, or approximately 370 Canadian dollarinis. I don't know what that works out to in American. Less than that. Less than that. All right. When I opened it, I found a fake card with a sticker on it. Cool. All right. So I think the card itself is real. The translation is probably just poorly done, or it was worded improperly. And the fact that it looks like it's a real card underneath. There's no reason that you wouldn't use a real card underneath, because it can be any card. You're covering the front of it anyway. We got this glittery stuff, and this is pretty good. I'm going to say, pretty good for a fake sticker. It does have texture on it. The texture is incorrect, as we'll take a look at. And yes, we're going to go through the process of how you're going to be able to tell that this is fake. I mean, it's going to be tough from the listing itself, but if you can't tell from the listing itself, if you're buying something that is this expensive, all of a sudden it's super discounted, the pictures aren't good enough to tell, you need to take a step back and not purchase it if you're buying it by some means of not being able to get your money back. Now, as I've said many, many times, if you want to see if a card is real, and when people come to the Discord, if you're still not sure if something's real after you check yourself, come on into the Discord and I'll push you. I'll push you real hard in the right direction. You will learn how to identify this bad boy. Now, any card you want to identify, you are in luck, because you are in the era of the internet. And god damn it, we can go to Google, we can type in Umbreon EX 217 at a 187, and look at that, all kinds of known real examples. Now you can look at the graded copies if you'd like to, make sure they're coming from somewhere, the images are ones from reputable sources. If it's something like a Alibaba or whatever, those sketchy websites that have all the fakes, I mean, you can use that to cross and examine whether your stuff is fake or not. or if the one that you're looking at is fake or not. But for the sake of time, we're just going on there. We're going to find a known real example. We're going to find a very quality. Texture is key. Texture is key here. I have yet to see anything that has matched the texture on the real card in terms of fakes. And here we have Trap Shop TCG, who is lucky enough to be in my Google search, also following my Instagram account. So we're gonna do a little shout out here. They have a nice post. This is a great post. This is a perfect example of what you want to be looking for. We'll take a look here. We got picture, different angles. We can see different textures. We can see what the textures are looking like. If they don't match up, it's a fake card. Basically, I mean, there's times where you'll get texture shifts where the texture is moved. It's the same. It should be the same texture that's moved, unless they somehow print the wrong texture on the card. Very rare. Not applicable here. So essentially, we can see here on the card, we can see, most importantly, the I guess the most glaring example of why this sticker is fake, or how you can easily identify it, is the fact that your Eevee is not supposed to be textured, not supposed to be raised in any way. I don't know why they did that on the fake. It would have been, you would think. So stay on the lookout, because fake sticker Umbreons, Sunbreons, whatever the hell you want to call it, could be textureless on the Eevee, like they should be. But you can see here that you got some different stuff. You got glossy on the Umbreon itself. You got textures that you can match up and confirm or deny whether it's the real thing. Sick, right? All right, so red flag number 79 of this already very dangerous purchase with Mercari. I'm not sure exactly in terms of if you're located in Japan how dangerous Mercari is, but if you're using a proxy service, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. You can find some awesome deals on Mercari, Yahoo Japan. We'll take a look later on. I'll tell you guys what's going on there. If you need more guidance, I have other videos, but you can also join the Discord, join the happy hour or whatever. If you have questions about purchasing your own cards from Japan, ask me there. You can buy them on eBay. They might be more expensive. It is, if you're into Japanese cards, if you're collecting, buying, selling, whatever you're doing with Japanese cards, you need to learn how to purchase from Japan. You need to do so in a safe manner. All right, now we got a seller with 0 feedback, 4 listings, 13 followers, which I assume are just people following in order to see if the account is going to sell any other fake stuff. Probably something like that. Is the creepiest necklace I've ever seen. My God, it's got like a baby doll face hanging off of it. Some slippers, and of course, our fake Moonbreon sticker dicker, if you will. All right, here's the listing. It says before identity verification. So like if somebody has 0 feedback here and you're not like willing to risk like losing your money, just don't touch it. Please don't touch it. If it doesn't look, we see the same thing on eBay where a seller will like all of a sudden, oh, they sell a bunch of car parts, lotions, all kinds of crazy shit that looks like it's coming straight from China, junky funky headphones and shit like that. All of a sudden they're selling like expensive Pokemon cards, a first edition base Charizard out of nowhere. They're selling clothing and whatever beforehand. That's a red flag. That's another red flag here. Here we have it. I don't know at the time when this sold, 122. I'm assuming. No, 122 doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm not sure when it sold. But if it sold recently and it was underpriced, that's also a red flag. All right, now, if you're in the West, I'll go through quickly with the buy stuff and where you can buy, and I'll make a suggestion later in the video on where you can buy singles and just have no worry about them being legitimate and be very guaranteed that they're going to be in just absolutely spank daddy awesome condition, at least as far as I can tell. All right, as far as I know, as far as I can tell, I've ordered thousands of cards from there. Thousands? Probably thousands at this point. And everything has been mint to the extreme. Now, here we have it. We have the pictures. Let's look at the pictures a little bigger. And you can see here, it's a real card back. They have it in a sleeve. It's in a sleeve for a reason. It's in a sleeve because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to realize that this thing is fake. And yes, if we take a look at the front here, we can't. Why are we? Okay, we can't zoom anymore. It's doing weird things that I can't zoom in and out. But if you take a look here, you can tell from the image that the Eevee area is textured. They're trying to hide it. This is common practice with anyone that's doing some sketchy shit. Very hard to tell with the rest of it whether the texture is there or not, because even if you zoom in, the image is not good enough. It's not high quality enough to really see those details, but you can compare back and forth. You can see certain areas that look like they're textured here that they shouldn't be textured, should be glossy. It's hard to tell on the Umbreon himself that he is supposed to be not shiny, but the lack of pictures here, the price tag, all red flags. The Eevee is the dead giveaway in this instance, where you shouldn't be all fuzzy wuzzy like that. I'm sure there's other places where you can look and you'll be able to see, hey, there's something wrong with this bad boy. So what do we have here? We have some product information, no noticeable scratches or dirt, region of origin to be decided. So sometimes like the descriptions are not very good depending on who it is. With modern product, like, okay, if you have some seller that doesn't know what they have, or they're selling it off for someone else, and it's older cards, like, it makes it a little bit more likely. When it's a brand new set that just came out and it's a chase card from the set, one of the chase cards from the set, do you think some random person that sells slippers and fucking creepy necklaces is going to come across this bad boy? Probably not. What am I looking at here? Oh, we went into like product details. Yeah, there's other examples down below, but just be very careful. Very careful. All right, let's see what we got. We got the slippers, the account here with the slippers, just in case it disappears, just in case they change their name. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We got the translation. If you notice this here, so there's little details. The white lines, as per usual, with English or Japanese, your text should all be super crispy clean. Again, it's hard to tell in sketchy images, and if all you have is sketchy images, just stay away. We have someone here pointing out that the Eevee part has been, is supposed to be smooth. So look there to tell the difference. You still need to look at all the other places, because this is something that they could change. I don't know why you would, if you're making a counterfeit sticker to go over top, why you would ever put texture on areas that aren't supposed to be textured. Maybe it all has to be textured. I'm not sure. I don't know, but you would think that you would just make that smooth. And of course, we got not just the Umbreon. I haven't seen any of the other Eeveelutions, but I'm assuming that they printed them all off. They all exist. You would think they go with that. Is the Sylveon the second most expensive in Japanese? What's it say here? Who would have thought that Glaceon SAR would be designed to peel off like Ditto stickers? Good one. I didn't know you can buy cards on You can't buy cards on Mercari anymore. I wouldn't just say you can't buy them on there anymore. You need to be very careful. If you are, calculated risk. Look at the history of the seller. Look at the items in the photos. Be careful. Be very careful. You got to be very careful on that or Yahoo Japan, especially as an international purchaser. But once again, we got another sticker boy, and it can go onto any real card. So the back can look as real as possible. You want to check both the front and the back to make sure they look like they're real. Because if there's not enough detail, if the back is fake, the whole card is fake. If the back isn't fake, you got to check to see if the front is a sticker, if the front is printed on, anything of that sort. So pretty common stuff. All right, what else we got? We got another post here. It says too crazy. We got the Blacky EX SAR included Terastal Festival 1P. So we got some information in Japanese there that I cannot translate because it is an image, but this is just more awareness posts for what's going on. I think it looks like this one is the real deal, but we got to be careful what's going on with this listing, and it's Japanese, so we're gonna open up the actual listing itself. Again, why is it always? It's always the wood grain scammers. Where are the wood grain scammers at? My apologies to anyone that has an eBay or something with 8,000 pictures with wood grain in the background. It's not you, it's them. All right, here we go. We got pictures. So yes, we got the real deal here. Pictures are fucking atrocious. But why is there a picture of a booster pack at the end there? That is a weird little thing. So here we have it. Product description. Brand new. First come, first served. Immediate decision. Okay. From a variety of products. Thank you for visiting. We got Blacky EX, RR, SV8A, Terastal, Fess EX. We also welcome overseas parties such as Besbuy. Now, the thing with Besbuy, great tool, awesome tool. You need to be careful with it. And if you're buying stuff on Mercari or you're buying stuff on Yahoo Japan, you need to be extra careful. You can get the extra protection where they check the package. They're not going to necessarily be able to identify if it's a fake card inside. So they can only protect you to a certain extent. I don't know if in this example they will be able to, because they're not actually shipping the stuff that's shown in the image itself, or whether or not this like a dicey little thing that we're about to read is gonna get them off the hook. So here we have a bunch of search terms, types, details, pack. Please note that this is not a guaranteed product. Blocky EX SAR is an image. So they're gonna send you an image of the Umbreon, or maybe they're just saying that it could be in the package. This is dirty. This is a scam as well. We got 301 feedback, identity verified. Secco, please, absolutely go fuck yourself. That is some dirty, grimy shit. And I don't know whether or not it would result in someone getting scammed. But again, we got the too good to be true price here. Just a greasy maneuver. You see shit like this all the time in the West as well. It's just sad to see that it's spreading to Pokemon cards and Japanese Pokemon cards. Not cool. Not cool. All right, what do we got here? Is something wrong? So here's some other examples of older stuff. I believe these are stickers as well. I think we covered these. The lilies especially. We got the Battle Day, the 397 lily. Holy shit, it's expensive. And yes, it is expensive. Once again, do you guys see the trend here? We got sticker Pokemon cards sold. I really hope people get their money back from this. I hope anyone that is doing this shit, that knows that they're doing this shit to people, goes to jail. I don't care if it's Japanese jail. I don't care what jail it is. I just hope they go to jail. This is some grifting fucking nonsense that doesn't need to happen. We got all the other items. Again, we got sneakers. We got fucking dumbass electronics and other shit that they're just selling whatever. I'm going to say they probably, almost certainly, in my opinion, know that they're selling these counterfeit cards. You don't just have something that's worth that much money and you don't look into whether or not it's the real thing. And the images, yes, they're in sleeves, they're in top loaders. Almost certainly by design, in my opinion, to hide it from the customers. Now, if you're saying, Rattle, how the hell do I know what's fake, what's real? Just type in, if you're looking for Japanese examples, type in fake Japanese Rattle Pokemon. And you'll see some stuff. We had people rubbing the balls off and selling them at a profit. Man, the amount of grift that's going to happen when the market is crazy, the grifting just goes through the roof. It's just insane. There's so many topics, so many scams going on here. I can't even cover them all. So here, this is an example here where this is kind of the same thing. We had Pokemon card counterfeits and reseals coming out of Japan. I can't remember who posted it, but there was another example. So, Mercari, Yahoo Japan, do not buy modern booster boxes on there. Go to Secura's instead. Buy them from there, especially if you're keeping them sealed, so you know that they're real, so that you know that they're not resealed. You know there's not juice boxes inside. You know there's not paper inside. You know there's not rocks or whatever the hell else people will jam inside to make them weigh around the same amount. Bulk, I think, was the example recently. It's not a surprise that it's coming back to that. And with Japanese blowing up, I would be... Again, blowing up again. It blew up. It came back down again. Be careful. Even if you collect Japanese cards, even if that's your niche, be careful with that. We saw it happen with the pandemic. It all blew up. We had everything go crazy. It came back down. Product was available again. Hopefully, Pokemon on the Japanese end of things will also print a lot. It seems like Terastal has been getting the print put to it. On release, there was a ton of it, but also now with everyone who can't get the English variant, the English sets, if they start moving into Japanese, if the breakers start moving into the Japanese stuff because they can't get the English stuff at a reasonable price or at all, we're going to see it blow up again. Be careful. Do not touch the hot potato. Do not hold on to the hot potato. Stay away from the potato altogether. It will burn you. All right, here we go. It'll come back down to, it's like a temporary issue. We're going to get people that are like, oh my God, my precious Japanese. What are we going to do? How are we going to collect it? I was the purest of collectors. Stay out of my Japanese. What the fuck? You can't even read the card. I know. And no, that's not a reason that you shouldn't be able to collect what you want to collect. It's just chill. You got to chill. It's not yours. English isn't mine. None of it is anyone's specifically. It's going to be all right. People don't want to hear it. People want to be the victim. They want to be fed that shit by stupid YouTubers. Insert stupid YouTuber name here, who's going to say, oh, you're the victim. Oh, poor you. Oh my God, I can't believe the scalpers are ruining Japanese and they're ruining English for you. It's going to be fine. They'll go away. Let it blow over. It'll all still be there for the true collectors. You're going to be around long after this shit blows over. All right. Reminder. Keep your emotions in check. You're not a victim. You're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. They're going to go away. All right. Whew. All right. So we had fake slabs. This was another example here, I guess, with the Lily. So give that a look through. I mean, if you just type Rattle Pokemon fake or fakes or counterfeit, you'll have lots of examples that you can go through if you want to become an expert. Now, before we get into the recommendation where I'm going to tell you to shop, we're going to tell you where you can shop to support the channel. Do not send me money. I'd rather you go shop at Troll and Toad, Securus Card Shop, Card Trader, Card Market. Use the collector app to track your collection. Today, we're going to be covering one of the discount codes here, Buy-E. Buy-E is a great tool. You need to be careful using it. I don't know. Every now and then someone's like, oh my God, Buy-E scammed me. Buy-E didn't scam you. You need to be careful when you use it. You are not buying anything from Buy-E. You're buying it from other places, shipping it to Buy-E. Buy-E sends it to you because there's many places in Japan that you cannot purchase. If you're in Canada, if you're in the US, if you're anywhere other than Japan, there's many places that you cannot shop without having a Japanese address or a proxy service such as Buy-E. Great tool. I used it long before they ever partnered with the channel. Love it. Use it. Still use it. Going to show you a little bit of that today. I do have tutorial videos on the channel. Maybe I'll put those down in the description so you can give that a click. Make sure you click this bad boy. Click this link, the Buy-E link. I'll put the Buy-E link down below. You'll get 10% off, a coupon for 10% off your first purchase. Pretty sick, right? Nice. All right, then you can click on this stuff too. If you're buying anything that you're already going to buy anyway, do not buy something specifically just to use the affiliate stuff. If you're shopping, if you need stuff, these are my recommendations. Click on it if you can before you shop for the stuff. Support the channel that way. Best way to do it. No additional cost to yourself, and it keeps things up and running here. It allows me to make the content that I gotta make. I got another like restricted video yesterday, or overnight, I guess. So it's tough. Making videos about scammers, making videos about topics that are not family friendly, but we have to stick with it. It's more important that information is available for everyone to inform themselves. And again, it's tough. It's when you're new, especially with all the new people right now, it is very hard to inform yourself on everything. So, as you've seen, Mercari and Yahoo Auctions, Yahoo Japan Auctions, you can do that stuff on Buy-E. It's a great way. I purchased from there many times, but you need to be careful. Modern sealed product, Japanese modern sealed product, do not buy it on there. You're asking for trouble. Maybe there's some certain sellers that you can stick to, that you can avoid getting the long dicking of resealed stuff. But be careful. Maybe we need to do another one of those episodes where we open a bunch of a Japanese product from a bunch of sellers and test to see whether they scam me or not. And there is a list, a working list in the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord. But this is a tool. If you want stuff from Japan, if you collect Japanese Pokemon cards and you are not using Buy-E or another proxy service to buy your stuff, you're doing it wrong. You're probably overpaying wherever you're getting it. Not saying that the best deal is always from Japan, because maybe somebody has one in the US and they're selling it and it's less and it's easier to get and it's less shipping or whatever it might be. Or maybe someone local opens a bunch of that stuff and they don't want any of it except for whatever chase they're going for. Now, card games, other Japanese card games, they got a whole lot of them on here. Let's see if we can move my face cam here for a second. So if you're looking for any of this stuff, this is where I recommend you shop. This is where I shop. It is a little bit more expensive, but my God, everything I've ever received from these guys, and it's thousands of cards at this point, mint. Just absolutely the mintest of the mintest. And we'll click here. This is the Pokemon Pokemon section. We're going to click on the Pokemon section. It'll bring us over here. You can go through. You can go single card sales. You go latest. That'll give us like the last couple sets. We got expansion packs, which are all the regular sets in Japanese. We got concept packs, which are stuff such as the high class pack Terastal. It's good. This is translated. Google Chrome translated. So keep that in mind. I guess we can't totally see what's on the screen there. So I'll move it over here, but you kind of get the gist of it. You go through, you can right click on your Chrome and you can translate to English, and it'll give you a pretty good idea of what's going on the site. Navigate, if you will. It'll take a little bit of practice. There's certain stuff that I probably can't point you in the right direction, but if you have questions or if there's something certain you're looking for in Japan, you can use it for the Pokemon Center Japan too. So Besbuy, that is. Again, if you're using Besbuy and you're buying from only reputable places, the more inexperience you have, the more you want to avoid headaches, potential headaches. Stick to the known, stick to the reputable, and zero headaches. If you don't have the time to look through, to dig through, to take risks, stick to the known stuff. The same applies to English. Do not buy from Jimmy John in the back alley who stole some fucking packs from Walmart. Probably weighed them. Probably searched them. Probably resealed them. Don't do it. Just go buy. Buy from a game store. And if it's modern and it just came out and it's way more expensive than a pack should be, just don't touch it. Buy it from your big box. If you can get some, if you're really fiending. If you're really fiending for the new sets as they're coming out right now and you can't wait, look for some deals or join the Discord. See if you can place some orders online. Pay attention to it every now and then when you have some free time. Maybe you're gaming, have it on another monitor or something. When stuff pops up, give it a go. Try it out. I need to make a video about. There's a lot of restock monitor people, the paywall restock monitor people, who are very upset that I'm offering it for free. But that's by design. They want to have their little scalpy whelpies. Little scalpy Discord? No, everyone gets to use it. You think you're gonna charge a monthly fee to give people a leg up? No way. I don't give a shit who you are. You should have access to that same advantage for free. That's what we're doing in there. So check that out. It does require some patience. It does require some paying attention. It is not a guaranteed you're going to get stuff, but quite a few people have placed some orders. They got some product in smaller numbers. But as long as that's what they want, as long as that's what they're getting for, if you have a chance to open some of it and you want to spend the time trying to see if you can catch a restock, do it that way. Don't drive around town. Don't waste a bunch of gas. Don't fight people at Costco or whatever the fuck they're doing. Settle down. Join the Discord. Be in the Discord. Hang out in the Discord. Do something else. Keep an eye on it when you can. And voila, you'll probably get some. Are you gonna get a jillion boxes? Are you gonna get to fight people in Costco? No. If that's what you're looking to do, I can't help you. All right, so what do we have here? We're back onto the UUT. Again, my recommended site. This is where singles, oh my God, they're good. This is where I get all my zillions of enemy X. And this is where, I've ordered Pokemon cards from here as well. Pretty sick. All right, so here it is. We got our Umbreon. It is pretty expensive. You can see here when they have the stock, I accidentally just clicked on that. When it says stock and it's a circle, that just means they have so many of them that they don't even show the number. So there are a lot of them. It's not that hard to pull in Japanese. I had 2 cases that I opened on the channel here on release. We got 2 of them. They're not that hard to pull. I think the Master Ball is pretty hard to pull. Let's check what the Master Ball goes for. Master Ball. Master Ball. All right, we just need to scroll down. They got them all here at the bottom. You'll see some are out of stock. They'll come in and out of stock. The set is still going to be opened. I would imagine that there's still going to be more waves of it. I want you guys to let me know too. How in the hell? Oh God, yeah. So more expensive is the Master Ball, 398. 398. I guess it's not even more expensive. That is wild. but maybe the price hasn't been updated because they didn't get it. So that's pretty much all I got for you today. If you have questions, let me know down below, or even better, join the Discord. If there's anything urgent that you guys see or that you guys think requires a video that people need to be informed about, do let me know in the Discord. The Discord is the best place to reach me. My apologies if I can't get to your DMs in there or anywhere else. So if there is something urgent, hit me with the @rattle in the general chat of my Discord. Tell me, hey, urgent Rattle. Instagram is just an absolute mess. The DMs do not stay organized. Whenever you have more than a few, it becomes an absolute mess to try and find and locate anything. Discord could be better, but it is pretty good. I'll work my way through a lot of that eventually, but for the time being, again, if there's anything that pops up super urgent, that's where to find me. The happy hour, the Sunday, we hang out and do the auctions together. Come on in. If you're looking for a place, again, I'd recommend the rip and ships are already, you're paying a premium for someone else to open your product. That's not a good way. That's not a good way to fix the issues that are going on at the moment. Do not overpay for your stuff. And if you have any desire to open it yourself, do so. Join the Discord, try to catch some restocks, get the product yourself, open it yourself. And if you need company, if that's the thing, if that's oh, my rip and shipper, he keeps me company, I'm less lonely when he opens it for me. No, that's not a good excuse. Open it yourself. Come on in. Get a webcam if you don't have one already. Point your webcam at your desk. Come on into the happy hour on Saturdays. Hang out, and we'll cheer you on while you open your packs. Again, opening packs is almost never a good idea. The expected value of the contents is lower than what it is. Gotta say it time and time again. Gotta remind people that people are fighting over paying extra to open things that is basically deleting money. And even the singles. Be very careful with the singles. I think almost all of it is too expensive at the moment from the recent stuff. Be careful. Go with some older stuff. There's still lots of Pokemon things that you can do. Lots of Pokemon things, cards. Lots of Pokemon cards that you can buy that are undervalued, that are overlooked, that aren't the new thing, the new shiny thing that everyone's looking at. Hopefully this whole video was helpful. It was supposed to be pretty focused in on the fake stuff to look out for, but I just want to bring it home with all the other warnings and I guess situational clarity, awareness on everything else going on. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.